We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
What's up, y'all?
The midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here
it's a weird color scheme game.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's interesting.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now.
Never had it where my
what do you think, early shot here?
quarterback is yellow to start the game.
You know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 22 now, here's second down and a yard. Back to throw. Cruz. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Lions. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Cruz.
Yeah, man.
Go down. A Cowboys sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cruz now from the gun on third down.
Oh, what a catch. Wow. The best throw he's had of his whole career so far. I don't know how the hell he got that off.
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Cruz on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
St. Brown in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Damn. Come on, get that block, Gibbs.
He's going to be swallowed up right away. You look at this Cowboy defense. They interplay 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, you get hit right.
Make it make sense, man. He makes that ridiculous last throw, but he can't make that.
Wilson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, this bullshit again.
Ready. Quick, yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 20.
Still picks up 5 yards from that shit.
Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Looking to throw on second down. Banks. Short. Oh, he's hitting.
Get it. Ah.
One of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game.
Fatigue is still a problem, I see.
That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Cowboys at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Off the boot.
Got me.
Banks. That's to Schoonmaker to tie it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cox. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Banks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Banks.
Wow.
Cowboys. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Okay, next season that's gonna be a pick right there.
That makes
Once Campbell gets lurker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they're trying to better.
Perfect accuracy, huh? Okay. Sure seemed like it right there.
Coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance. Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are once again back in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Banks. He's got Green. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go feed.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
Off the play fake.
Yep, there we go.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
Wow.
It's caught at the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up.
Must be nice.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Cruz. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Operating from the gun, Cruz. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cruz. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
Back to throw. Banks. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return is Williams. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up.
It's definitely very aggressive on defense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Defensively,
Yeah,
there's been
both.
a presence in their backfield in the
Just trying to
first half.
keep slinging it, and he's
And then
just
he comes up with a big tackle for a
sending the
loss.
house most of the time here.
The offense on 3rd down.
Like right here.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Cruz. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sending the heat again.
Here's Cruz.
Shit, that was me.
That's complete.
I thought he was doing a corner route for some reason. I got lucky there.
45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Oh, go inside,
He's
man.
going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, no steal. Strike. Strike.
Off play action. Cruz. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught.
How the hell? First of all, how the hell did a linebacker stay up with Jameson like that?
42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's finally a good throw by
And
Cruz.
his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down.
I don't even know why I'm biting for play action. He ain't running the ball.
Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's
He ain't running the ball.
who seems to be in some discomfort. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Give me that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fucking glitch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29.
Keep turnovers coming. Let's go.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
It's closer than some of them are.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down now.
Oh my God, get him. Thank you.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Now Cruz to throw. Throwing on first down. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, shit.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Cruz. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
First down, Detroit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cruz. Finds Gibbs on a check down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
You can't even get a pick right now. I stared that one down the whole way, too.
But it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone.
J-Mo putting in work.
Over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Injuries, man.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now Cruz to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Cowboys 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Come on, man. I swear the linebackers don't react toward the shit in pass coverage. Nothing.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go
it's
in
ridiculous.
the first half of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Banks looking middle, and that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, Pollard. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Fighting his way through contact. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's make a play, boys. Keep it up. Come on, guys. Pick it up. Let's go.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cruz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Oh, good move. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That's caught inside the 20.
You just throw it up to this guy, apparently.
For Dallas, 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Banks. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Lions 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Ultra.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he has the
still
first
barely
down before he's tackled at the
barely got it.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready.
At the 6-yard line.
Fury, yellow. On the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Green. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Set, hut. Smith, red. Strike. Hut.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Cruz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Cruz setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Yikes.
Nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's going to go down again. Malik Harrison, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage, and running another 4th down, they decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
At their own 16-yard line.
Green jack. Drill green.
Defensive line is like a rule.
Field black.
Throwing to start the drive. Banks. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Banks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive.
Jesus Christ, man. Can I just get the fucking ball
And to put it mildly, this is a tough
in the
spot
fucking
defensively.
end
They have
zone?
to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage?
Offensive
on
line
this
is
down?
ass.
Cruz now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll
Whatever, dude. Have your 20 fucking sacks. Oh.
So the one credited for the sack. Patterson's kick
Yeah, you
is
know what? I'm
good.
taking it this time. You do it back-to-back times, I'm doing it.
Field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Evans from 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cowboys 20. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Stay on point, fellas. All right, here we go. Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Banks.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on third down, Banks. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because
Jesus Christ, man. I'm pressing square as soon as I snap the ball and he doesn't throw it. It's wide open.
47. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th
game's frustrating me.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
Blaster, stay. Ready.
Off play action. Banks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Paulson Adebo. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Check, strike it. Check.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Mixing up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 2nd down, it's Cox, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd down and 1.
Jet.
They run the counter. Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't
Good game, Manny.
your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
All right, y'all.
Every time
Till next time.
Somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense.